Hi everyone, I wanted to make a quick video doing an overlook on my Call of Duty settings for Vanguard and my stats and the goal I have for these stats at the end of the year, well, at the end of the life cycle for the game. Let me know what other type of videos I should do. I'm open to any new ideas. I wanted to start off in the barracks just showing my stats off. You can see my progression on this game already. But the point of time I'm recording this video at is January 2nd, so I don't know if this is going to be posted by tomorrow or not, or when I feel like posting it. But those are my stats for right now. And for this little mini team I'm on. And I just want to show, like, overlooking whatever guns I use. Most of these stats aren't that good for any of these because I don't really touch a lot of other guns besides the SMGs or some of the ARs. I'm not a huge fan of most of these. You can pause the video and overlook any of the settings or not settings, any stats you want to see, or like, oh yeah, Bloop is fucking garbage with this. I probably am. As you can fucking see, I'm bad, but these are my stats. Just take a look at these. I'm not gonna show my other stats, but I'll probably do a live stream and I'll show my stats. By the way, my name on the top, that's my Twitch. If you guys want to go check that out, I'll probably put a link in like the comments section or in the description if you guys want to see or check out my live streams. I try to at least make a live stream at least once or twice a week. It all depends because I mean sometimes I just don't feel like blaying out live streaming at all. I feel like I should probably get into doing that. Um, Everybody knows all people use on this game are attack dogs, spy planes, and locals. Nobody pretty much uses anything else. Oh yeah, and the flamethrower and bombing run. Nobody uses anything else. This game is dog shit. Game is terrible. Most broken streak in the game by far. Don't bother using anything else on this game. And I really want to go and show my medals, go and show my stats right now. These are the boring stuff here. And then we got the actual good stuff down here, like below that row. You know, the 20 eliminations without dying, that's there. And then these are the new kill streaks. I've choked like so many at this point. So many 24s, as you can see, the 200 right there. By the end of this like Call of Duty's life cycle, I really want to try to at least get 1,000 nukes, or I think I'm beating like my Cold War nuke record already by this point. I probably should go back and check to make sure I actually am or not, but I want to have at least by the end of this week, see if I can get 200. I'll probably end up doing it on a live or something, because for some reason when I go live, I always just get a whole bunch of nukes for some reason when I'm playing with all my friends. Yeah, those are the actual boring stuff. I should probably show my class setup that I've been using for my MP40. Because, I mean, I don't really use anything else. I've been working on a few things. Like, I don't really want to get too deep into, like, class setups. But I just want to go and show my class setup. You guys can go and take a screenshot, pause the video, or whatever. If you guys actually end up watching this video, look at the build or whatever. I usually mess around and switch stuff around. You'll probably see it if you go and watch my lives. I feel like I keep pushing the lives, but I basically am. But that's what I use. My MP40, my main weapon. I don't really worry about my secondaries like that, even though it's double XP. And if you're gonna be an SMG player or whatever, you have to go and run high alert. Or if you have good awareness, don't even bother running it at all. Alright? I am dog shit, so I need that. But this is the stuff I run. The incendiary grenades, new grenades, annoying. Fogs up the screen, can't see anything. So, yeah. But that's my main gun. I don't really use anything else. Let's go into the actual stuff people want to see. Alright, I play with 7.7 sensitivity. Never really messed around, tried to, increase it or anything at all. Like, don't usually mess around with that. I might eventually, crank it up to max someday. We don't mess around with these because these are basically only for campaign. You'll never be using these unless you're using like a Wilson or what's it called, like Goliath on here. Custom sensitivity. I don't really use anything besides iron sights or the regular sights that aren't like the slate reflector or whatever it's called. Those are the only things I use, so I don't really mess around with this. Button layout, use default. I used to use a scuff controller, but I'm using my Xbox controller currently, my Xbox Elite, with the it has 4 paddles on the back. I use that since my scuff controller started being stupid and having a lot of stick drift for no reason. My aim response curve type is set to dynamic. At this point, I just copy everybody who puts dynamic on. Don't know why. I mean, you could mess around, whatever. You guys can mess around with this. See how it feels. Like, messing around with linear, standard. Doesn't matter. Never play with controller vibration, by the way, too. That is garbage. Don't do that unless you're, some weird kid who likes playing with controller vibration. Don't use this either. This is basically useless. It's going to slow down your gun entirely. My ADS sensitivity transition timing, it's instant because I want to be able to, like, once I aim in, my sensitivity is, like, instantly reacting. You can mess around with this. It'll probably make your game look a lot smoother, well, when you aim it and stuff. I don't even think I messed around with this, so I might eventually. If your stuff is already set to this, don't change it. There's no point. Don't change these either. I have these set, my left trigger and my right trigger, min input dead zones to 0 and this to 5 because, and the other one's to 5 because you want to have like the fastest time on your controller where you basically, I don't know how to explain how dead zones work, but let's say like if you're like for left trigger and right trigger or whatever, those are your aiming and shooting button. You want to be able, as soon as you press it, to be able to start shooting instantly. So you don't want to be wasting time on, oh yeah, let me start shooting. Like, so don't have this on high, have it on 0. Like, it's terrible. I had to mess around with this recently. If you have stick drift, do not set it this low. Do not set any of these min inputs to low. Do not set those to low. Like, the minimum inputs for the joysticks, do not set them to low because that will absolutely mess you up. And your character will be all over the place turning left and right. Mine slightly has stick drift, but it's not actual stick drift, so it's playable. But the lower you set this to, the more reactive your controller will be. But if you have stick drift, you either have to get a new controller or bear with whatever you have. So just bear with that. But those are my settings I use. My controller settings, and show my gameplay stuff here. I have my target aims just set to Black Ops because there's no. I mean, you can set it to whatever you want on here because the default one's the Warzone one. So, I mean, you could go and mess around with it. I don't even know why I have this on, but it's good if you want to use it. I suggest turning off blind fire because this thing is basically useless. You could set whatever you want your weapon mounting to be. Like, does not matter because I don't think anybody in their right mind is mounting on this game. I don't even think they have mounting camo challenges on this game, so don't even bother having it on. And let's go to the movement stuff. Automatic tactical sprinting. I would say to have it on, but sometimes it can really throw you off. If you're using single fire guns, that is, because it won't let you shoot sometimes until you make like a full-on stop, or if you jump. So play with this at your own risk at this point. I mean, it's good if you know what you're doing. I I really don't do automatic airborne mantling, whatever the fuck. I don't do that stuff. I don't really jump like that unless like actually no, I do jump a lot. Well, when I'm jumping in shipment, jumping through crates and stuff. But other than that, I do not really use that. Sprint cancels reload. Don't have this on because I mean you could if you want to, but if you're a good player, don't turn it on. I mean, if you're a good player, just fine. You wouldn't even need Call of Duty settings for me, or if you want to see my Call of Duty settings, you know, you can come look at it. You can leave this on. This does not matter whatsoever. You'll never be using this either because I'm almost 90% sure there's no parachuting on this game whatsoever unless there's going to be a DLC added in the future for that. Slide behavior, have it to tap so that you can slide cancel on here, even though slide canceling is kind of useless sometimes on here. Doesn't work. Aim down sight behavior, have it to hold because if you have it on toggle, it's going to feel weird and you have to... It just feels weird. Just don't use it. I don't want to explain it. Equipment behavior, have it on hold. That's up to you. It's an opinion and base thing. Steady aim behavior. I feel like everybody should have it on toggle, but I don't snipe, so it doesn't really matter. Automatic fire weapon, put it to hold because that's just weird having it on toggle. But opinion wise, just use that. This one it's a big opinion based one too, or whatever you want to have it to. So you can copy what I have it to. It doesn't matter. Scoreboard behavior, just showing what kills you have or whatever your stats are in the game you're playing. So self-explanatory. That's what my stats look like. Well, and my controller settings, my gameplay settings, and then nothing else I have for audio or interface or any of this other stuff is important because I don't play keyboard and mouse. My graphics set to low, audio not very high either because the game's absolutely fucking loud for no reason. But that pretty much sums up this video. Let me know what I should do in the comment section for a next video, or I might just keep posting gameplay videos at this point. But if you guys actually watch the entire video, thank you for watching. And if you guys want to play with me, like I said, I'll be on my lives or whatever, and you can come through and ask if you want to play with me. I'm down to play with anybody. Don't mind playing with anybody, but thank you for watching. Peace.